The AAA Texas 500 about to get underway here at the Texas Motor Speedway for race number 34 of the 2015 NASCAR Spring Up Series season. Race number 2 of round 3 of the chase for the Sprint Cup. Here today, 42 drivers will hit the track here under the lights, getting ready for a 27-lap race, and 7 drivers will be racing for the win to get into the championship 4. Last week at Martinsville, it was Carl Edwards, Joe Gibbs Racing's 4th new team that came onto the scene in February, and now Carl Edwards will be heading into the Final 4 for Joe Gibbs Racing. Right now, Matt Kenseth, Kurt Busch, and teammate Kevin Harvick are also right now in that top 4, but they are nowhere near safe. Kenseth only 8 points ahead, Kurt Busch 6 points, and Kevin Harvick 2 points. On the outside looking in, Denny Hamlin 2 points out, Joey Logano 3 points out, Brad Keselowski 4 points out, and Casey Kane 9. So it is still anybody's shot. All these drivers still have a shot to make the Final 4, but also be eliminated. And that's going to be the main topic in the night's race, and along with next week's race at Phoenix. But onto the starting grid, we had the 42 of Kyle Larson, non-chaser on the pole, the sophomore driver who missed the chase for the second consecutive year. And on the outside is Kurt Busch, 3rd in points right now, the 41, the highest chaser. On row 2, how about a couple of surprises from Paul Menard and Austin Dillon, the 2 RTR teammates, qualified on the 2nd row. And then on row 3, we have Joe Gibbs Racing, Matt Kenseth, and Carl Edwards. Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski, Martin Truex, and Denny Hamlin, your top 10. We had a total of 44 entries. 42 made the show. Travis Quapple and Harrison Rhodes failed to qualify. Rounding out the field will be the 98 of Timmy Hill. And Friday night's truck race, we saw Eric Jones pick up his 2nd win in the truck series. Last night we saw Ryan Blaney come from 15th on the grid to go to victory lane. What will we see tonight? Kyle Larson and Kurt Busch, your front row. Let's take you down to the green flag. Going deep in the field to find your lowest chase driver on the grid. That is Casey Kane. For the 2nd straight week, that 5 car has qualified outside the top 20. He will roll off 24th, right beside his teammate Jeff Gordon, who almost won this race 1 year ago. Carl Edwards won last weekend, so now he can have a great couple of races, have some fun, try to get 2 more wins before he races for his first championship at Homestead. In the spring, it was the number 4 of Kevin Harvick, who's driving the Ditech Chevrolet tonight. Kevin Harvick won here in the spring. Can he go back-to-back here at Texas? In the last 3 years, this race has been won by the 48 team of Jimmy Johnson. He's yet to go to victory lane in 2015. Will that first win come tonight? Can the first win for Kyle Larson's career come tonight? He will start on the pole alongside Kurt Busch. Coming down to the green flag. Green flag is out. We're underway here at the Texas Motor Speedway, and a great jump by the 42 of Kyle Larson. He clears Kurt Busch down into turn number 1. Now the 27 of Paul Menard tries to battle the 41 for 2nd place. Kyle Larson and Paul Menard were in last night's Xfinity race. Like a Kurt Busch dives to the inside on the inside of Kyle Larson for the lead. Austin Dillon, a nice run on the outside. He'll dive to the inside of Kyle Larson in the tri-oval. And a bonus point for Kurt Busch. He will lead lap number 1. Austin Dillon up in the 2nd. Look at Paul Menard 3 wide. Brad Keselowski in the middle in that 2. And look at Kevin Harvick coming in the middle in that 4. Denny Hamlin on the outside. Carl Edwards on the outside. Joey Logano, Tony Stewart, Martin Truex, and Kyle Busch all lined up on the inside. And Kurt Busch drives away the main contact back here. We complete lap number 2, but they're all racing each other so hard. 3 wide again, Kenseth, Harvick, and Menard. Edwards now gets the inside right in front of his teammate Kyle Busch. Right behind his other teammate Matt Kenseth. Now Austin Dillon got in the 2nd, now under attack from the 2 of Brad Keselowski. Keselowski in the 2 car. 5 wins in 2015 for the 2, or 4 wins. Can't really remember, to be honest. Now, who's on the inside? This 41 and the 2 would love to add their names to the list of drivers advancing to that Final 4. Now, Matt Kenseth in the 20. Another chase driver up in the 3rd, now bringing his teammate Carl Edwards in that 19. Can he go 2 in a row for Joe Gibbs Racing? And now completing a top 10, Paul Menard, Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex, Denny Hamlin, and Kyle Busch. And now here comes the 22 of Joey Logano on the inside of Kyle Busch. The 48 of Jimmy Johnson, and the 24 of Jeff Gordon on the inside. And there's a 15 of Clint Boyer on the outside. And now completing a top 15 is David Reagan, Ryan Blaney, Olsen or Kyle Larson, all the way down to 17th in that 42 car, dropping like a rock. And then coming up through the field is that 5 of Casey Kane, the slowest chase driver when it came to qualifying, up in the 18th spot, but he still has a long way to go to catch race leader Kurt Busch. And now Matt Kenseth working on Brad Keselowski for second, but while they're battling for second, these two guys are chasing down leader Kurt Busch. And now Kevin Harvick trying to get around that 19 of Carl Edwards. Right now, the top 5 made that the top 6. Denny Hamlin getting in the picture now. The top 6 are chase drivers. And then Joey Logano, who did not have a good... he had a top 15 finish, I believe, at Martinsville, but there's nowhere to run he was hoping for. Right now, he's about to fall outside the top 10. And Casey Kane is now up to 17th in that 5. Kyle Larson, Tony Stewart, and Brian Vickers, your top 20. And the top 3 have been now single file, one on top of the other right now. Coming up turning 2. One little slip up on the 41, and that could really help the 2. That would just let the 2 and the 20 go by. And the outside line is not the preferred line here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Or not tonight, at least. You want to be on that inside, that is where all the grip is. You would expect the outside line to be the way to go because it's, get that speed up and he can really get some good runs off the corners, but that is not the case. And Kurt Busch pulls the 2 car off turn 2 because the 2 did not get into turn 1 and 2 at all. Now he has Matt Kenseth trying to get around him in turn 3. Martin Truex. He was a chase driver but got eliminated after Talladega. Right now running 7th. Austin Dillon having a nice run inside the top 10, but now I'm attacking Jeff Gordon also was bumped out of the chase after Talladega. And Jimmy Johnson, your top 10. Clint Boyer. Johnson did not make the chase. Clint Boyer bumped out after Talladega. Joey Logano, David Reagan, Ryan Blaney. And you see Casey Kane trying to pick up all these spots up here. These are 5 points the 5 car can gain right here. The 18, the 27, the 21, the 22, and the 66. Right now, Kurt Busch out in front. We are already 10 laps into the race. We are clean and green right. Let's check in now. Let's give you a full quick rundown. Kurt Busch is your race leader. Brad Keselowski, Matt Kenseth, Carl Edwards, and Kevin Harvick. Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex, Jeff Gordon, Austin Dillon, and Clint Boyer. Your top 10 is Boyer pushing Dillon by Jimmy Johnson. Then Joey Logano 12th, David Reagan, Ryan Blaney, and Paul Menard in top 15. Casey Kane trying to get 15th away from Ryan Blaney, and they're going to make contact down here in turn 1. 17th is Kyle Busch right now, that 18th who ran in yesterday's Xfinity race, along with Paul Menard and Ryan Blaney who won the race. And Jamie McMurray, teammate Kyle Larson, and Tony Stewart, your top 20. Eric Almirola, 21st. Ryan Newman, 22nd. Ryan Vickers, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Keisha News, that is your top 25. And Greg Biffle, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Trevor Bayne, AJ Allmendinger, and Sam Hornish Jr., your top 30. Michael McDowell, Justin Allgaier, Alex Bowman, Cole Witt, driving the 32 for Go Fast Racing this weekend, running 34th. And Jed Burton, Brett Moffitt, Laney Castle, David Gilliland, Matty Benedetto, and Michael Annette, your top 40. Running 41st is J.J. Yaley, and already a lap down in the 98 of Timmy Hill. Running 42nd, he's been put 1 lap down by race leader Kurt Busch. And the Chia Keselowski starting to catch that 41 once again. The next car to go lap down would be the 23 of J.J. Yaley, but he is a little bit quicker. A lot quicker than Timmy Hill. Timmy Hill, he ran a 28.54, and compare that to Kurt Busch's 26.44. That's how far off the 98 of Timmy Hill is. And speaking of Timmy Hill, he finished, I believe, 39th in yesterday's race after a crash on lap number 1, which took out many drivers. And speaking of next week, the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, NASCAR Xfinity Series, and the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series will live from the Phoenix International Raceway, the desert. 2 races to go in all 3 series, starting next weekend at Phoenix. And then after that will be the championship weekend at Homestead, Miami Speedway. And we have great battles for the championship series. You know, we will have the 4 drivers at Homestead in the Cup Series. And the Xfinity Series right now, it is between Regan Smith and teammate Chase Elliott. And then here in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, Matt Crafton, Tyler Reddick, James Busher, Eric Jones. Still anybody's race in the battle for the lead. Here comes Keselowski to the inside of Kurt Busch. This is the battle for the lead, the number 2 of Brad Kay on the inside of Kurt Busch. And Kurt gets a nice run on the outside. Now he will go to the inside of J.J. Yeley to put the 23 1 lap down. As right now the 23 is right now 41st on track. So now we have 2 drivers a lap down. The next guy would be the 46 of Michael Annette. And this race is going by pretty quickly. We're already 18 laps into the race, and battle for the lead again. Brad Keselowski on the inside. He finished second yesterday, but Kurt Busch will get the momentum on the outside. So it looks like the longer this race goes, the outside line is starting to get a little bit faster up there, as a 41's been able to hold off 2 runs by the 2 car. Matt Kenseth now third. Now he will try the inside lane on the 2, and Matt will see if he can make the inside lane work. But Brad shuts the door out in turn 3. And now we have a few more suspects here in the front of the field. We have the 19 of Carl Edwards, the 4 of Kevin Harvick, and now the 11 of Denny Hamlin. 6 chasers. And Martin Truex, Jeff Gordon, they were also chasers at a time, but they were eliminated. Same thing with Clint Boyer and Joey Logano, who is still in the chase right now, running 10th. Update on Casey Kane, now 15th. So they get around Austin Dillon and Ryan Blaney. So Kane is picking up spots, but he is still losing points to the other 7 chasers right now, as Clint Boyer works on the back number of J.J. Yeley. And Kurt Busch, Brad Keselowski, Matt Kenseth, Carl Edwards, and Kevin Harvick, your top 5. 7 to go from Texas, and these guys know a win today. Punch your ticket into the championship battle at Homestead Miami Speedway. Matt Kenseth and Denny Hamlin would love to teammate Carl Edwards in that final 4. And what about Team Penske trying to get their job with Brad Keselowski? Brad almost won the race at Martinsville, but got wrecked by, I already forgot who it was. Got wrecked trying to go for the win. And look at that. He got a big push from Matt Kenseth, and that 2 had a run going down into turn number 3. And now they're catching the 46 of Michael Annette, the 40 of Landon Castle, the 83 of Matty Benedetto, 38 of David Gilliland, and his teammate Brett Moffitt. And Timmy Hill, they can even catch that 98 car for a second time the way he's going. Kurt Busch in battle for second place. Here comes Matt Kenseth on the inside of Brad Keselowski. Keselowski was running second in the last lap at Martinsville. Almost won the race. And look at Carl Edwards on the outside of the 20 of Kenseth. He'll take third away from his teammates. Brad was running second at the time, but got wrecked coming off turn number 4. And look at this. Kurt runs a lower lane in turn 1. Brad runs a higher lane, and it looks like the 2 picks up some speed on the 2. On the 41, Kurt Busch on the inside of Michael Annette. Annette gives way on the outside line. Now Landon Castle, Matty Benedetto, David Gilliland. Kurt Busch has lost so many races this year because of lap traffic, and Brad Keselowski's won a lot of races because of lap traffic. And here comes Keselowski and Carl Edwards. Keselowski in the middle on the inside of Matty Benedetto. Now Kurt Busch will catch a 38 of David Gilliland. Now Matt Kenseth now on the back bumper of his teammate Carl Edwards. Brad held up behind the 38 of David Gilliland. Carl, the 19, will use the 38 as a pick. Off turn 4. 2 laps of racing to go. The 2 is losing spots. Kenseth goes by. Harvick's gone by. And here comes the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Now the 19 has to get around the 34 of Brett Moffitt. Kurt Busch to the inside of the 26. That is Jed Burton, who also racing yesterday's Xfinity race. Now Kevin Harvick in the 4 on the inside of Matt Kenseth. Looks like the 20 might get held up by the 26 of Jed Burton. No, he gets to the inside just in time. The white flag waves one more time around. Kurt Busch goes by the 98 of Timmy Hill. Second lap down for the 98. Now the 19 held up. Bringing the whole train behind them. It's at the 4, Kevin Harvick will get the worst of it. He's stuck behind Hill. They come off turn number 4 to the championship. Final 4, Kurt Busch will win here at the Texas Motor Speedway. And Kurt Busch will be racing Carl Edwards in the Final 4 in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series season finale at Ford EcoBoost 400 in 2 weeks. Kurt Busch will be racing for the second championship in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. And coming on second today will be the 19 of Carl Edwards. First and second in round number 3 of the chase. And this 19 is getting a lot of momentum heading into that Final 4. Third today will be the number 20 of Matt Kenseth. He came into this race 8 points ahead of 5th place. Right now, only the 41, really the 20 car is still the highest driver to make it in on points right now, the 20 car. Kevin Harvick finishes 6th today. He was 4th in points. Denny Hamlin 5th in points. The real loser today was the 22 of Joey Logano, who will finish 11th, and Casey Kane, who will come home in the 14th position. So not a good day for Logano and Kane, but a great day for the 41 of Kurt Busch. Stewart-Haas Racing will be running for a second straight championship, but this year it could be with Kurt Busch. But they still have a shot with Kevin Harvick, who brings home a top 10 finish. So, Eric Jones, Ryan Blaney, and Kurt Busch, your winners this weekend. Nice run out of guys like Clint Boyer, 9th, and David Reagan, 12th, Ryan Blaney, 13th, Austin Dillon in the top 15. But your Paulson or Kyle Larson, 25th in that 42 car. Paul Menard, Austin Dillon started at the front of the field. And they get mediocre days with those guys. But Dillon, he does get a top 15, which is pretty good for that 3 team. And Jimmy Johnson will finish out the top 10 in the 48. Finishing out your top 30 is Sam Hornish Jr., Michael McDowell, Justin Allgaier, and Alex Bowman hanging on to the lead lap. And Cole Witt on down, 1 lap down. So that will end the weekend here at Texas. And now, 6 more races that will be coming on this channel for the 2015 NASCAR mock season, the Phoenix and Homestead weekend for the NASCAR Cabin Road Truck Series, the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and the NASCAR Spring Up Series. We will see you live from Phoenix for the Truck Series Friday night. Congrats to Kurt Busch, as he will be racing for the championship at Homestead along with Carl Edwards.